Hello everybody, today we're going to talk about reading section fill-ups from the IELTS examination. I'm from Lark Immigration and my name is Harleen. So let's get started. So in the reading section for fill-ups, there can be 5 different types of questions that you get. One is summary completion, then process completion, table completion, diagram labeling, and lastly sentence completion. Today we're going to discuss all of them one by one. Summary completion. So, a lot of students waste lots of time reading the whole text and trying to understand everything. I would recommend you don't do this. Focus more on the summary of the question. Try and practice skim reading so that you can predict your answers by guessing what is missing, such as uh, whether a verb would fit in, or an adjective, or an adverb. You will be able to predict the correct word from the passage. Also, paying attention to the grammar rules, you will be able to solve your summary much better. Be ready for a synonym when reading the passage. Not necessarily the exact same word from the passage would fit in, though that can be the case. If you get a list of words, think about the ones that cannot be the correct answer. So there are chances when you get a list of words, and by elimination, you can figure out which words would not be the answer because of either meaning or grammar. So examples of summary completion. Here we are showing you two examples where you get fill-ups in the form of summary completion. One is providing you with a list of words at the bottom, which you have to fit in whether during the Little Ice Age, or the first passage where you are not given a list of words and you have to read the passage to figure out which words would fit in. Next, we move on to process completion. Here you have to read the instructions in question very carefully. You have to check the steps which are given in a flow, pick out the missing ones, guess whether a noun or an adjective or an adverb will be filled. And you should also make sure that chances are questions might not be given in the order, but locations are nearby. So reading the passage carefully will help you figure that out. Also make sure what the demand of the question is in terms of the word limit, whether it says only one word can be the answer or not more than 2 words or number. So whatever is the demand of the question in terms of word limit, make sure you pay attention to that part of the question. Example of process completion. Here you can see how the fill-ups for process completion can be, and pay attention to the arrows, direction of the arrows, and just fill in the data from the passage that you read. Next up is table completion. So you are given a table of information with gaps. You have to fill those gaps with appropriate words by reading your passage. The example of table completion. Here, as you can see, there's a table with names provided, then dates provided, then features and other notes. And you have to fill in these table fill-ups with only one word and or a number. So reading that part of the question is also important. Moving on, we have diagram labeling. So you have to understand the overall diagram to get a hint of what is going to be the answer. You have to highlight the keywords or labels, so that helps you figure out what the answer will be. You identify the types of words that should be filled, whether noun, pronoun, adjective. Scan the text and identify where the information is located. So skim reading is definitely going to help you with fill-ups. Definitely. And if skim reading doesn't help, then you have to read more carefully, more detail to find the answer. Check the spelling. That's a very important part in your IELTS exam, that your spellings are not wrong. Check how many words you're supposed to write, and that will be provided in the question. So diagram labeling. Here a diagram is provided to you, and you just have to fill up the labels based on the passage. Moving on, we have sentence completion. I think that's the last part. And here you have to guess the missing word in the sentence, like what is missing from 5 W's and 1 H. What, when, where, why, who, which, how. And pay attention to the word limit once again. Look for the keywords, synonyms for guessing and predicting your answer, and make sure your answer is grammatically sound. Here is one example of sentence completion. You're provided sentences with fill-ups, and the question states choose one word only from the passage for each answer. So only one word should be filled. That's it for today. Thank you for joining us, and please like, subscribe, and share the video. We will be sharing more content with you soon. Thank you. Bye bye.